Just imagine, you get rejected from a job 30 times. What would you do? Getting rejected by the world's top university, Harvard, not once, but 10 times. And the most terrible part is this. You apply for a job at KFC, there are 24 applicants, 23 get accepted. Guess who is the only one rejected? This is not a movie script. This is the real-life story of Jack Ma. This was the man before he became a legend, before the name Alibaba shook the whole world. From a skinny English teacher earning a meager salary, with a resume full of failures anyone would notice, how did he build an e-commerce empire worth hundreds of billions of dollars? How did this crazy journey unfold? Let's find out right now. Jack Ma's youth was literally a series of continuous failures. He was born in 1964 in Hangzhou, China. He was not a good student, but extremely bad. He failed an important elementary school exam twice. He failed the middle school entrance exam 3 times, and he failed the university entrance exam twice. In his first university exam, he scored only 1 point in math. 1 out of 120 points, an unbelievable number. It was only on his 3rd attempt that he got admitted to a teacher training college that many considered a last resort. Having a university degree didn't improve things much. He taught English for a pitiful salary, about $12 a month. So he decided to apply for jobs. And this is when things got even worse. He applied to 30 different companies and received exactly 30 rejections, a 100% failure rate. The craziest story, KFC. Rejected. The police force? They said bluntly, not qualified. And don't forget, he applied to Harvard 10 times and was rejected all 10 times. Failure, failure, and failure. Any normal person would have given up, but Jack Ma did not. He had a crazy philosophy. Today is cruel, tomorrow will be even crueler, but the day after tomorrow will be light. And he lived and died by that belief. Then, in 1995, everything changed. On his first trip to the US, a friend showed him something called the internet. He typed beer, and tons of results appeared. Then he typed China, and the screen was almost empty. Boom! That was the moment of inspiration. He had to create something on the internet for China. He rushed back home, started 2 internet companies, and both failed. But he didn't care. In 1999, he gathered 17 closest friends into his tiny apartment and made the craziest proposal. He told them they would build a website to help small businesses in China sell to the whole world. They would take on the giants in Silicon Valley. His friends were like, "What the heck is the internet?" They thought he was crazy. But Jack Ma's energy was so intense that he convinced them. Those 18 people pooled together just $60,000 and founded Alibaba right in that cramped apartment. His message was simple: either we win or we go bankrupt and find other jobs. They had nothing to lose, and that's how the Alibaba legend began. But Alibaba's start was not a fairy tale. It was a disaster. Jack Ma himself called it 1001 mistakes. In the first 3 years, the company did not earn a single dollar. A big fat zero. The dot-com bubble burst, and they were on the brink of bankruptcy. Jack met with more than 30 venture capitalists to ask for money. All rejected. They didn't believe him, didn't believe his company. They simply didn't understand. Then, something unbelievable happened. They started receiving letters from customers thanking them because the website really helped them sell products. This tiny glimmer of hope kept them fighting. And then, the greatest moment of his life arrived. He had a meeting lasting only a few minutes with Masayoshi Son, CEO of SoftBank. He didn't talk about business plans. He passionately spoke about his dream. And Masayoshi Son was overwhelmed by the fire in Jack Ma's eyes so much that he decided to invest. Jack only asked for a small amount, but Masa said, Here is $20 million. That money not only saved Alibaba, it catapulted the company to a new height. This became one of the most legendary investment deals ever. With SoftBank's money, Jack Ma switched to destroy mode. At that time, the American giant eBay was dominating the Chinese market. Instead of confronting them head-on, Jack did something genius. In 2003, he launched Taobao, a platform only for Chinese people. And his secret weapon? He made it completely free. eBay charged fees on every transaction. Taobao was free. Guess who won? Taobao crushed eBay and took over the entire market. But there was another huge problem. No one trusted online payments. So Jack said, "Fine, if banks won't do it, we will." And he created Alipay. People thought it was a stupid idea. Now Alipay is the backbone of his entire empire. From then on, it was absolute domination. Alibaba, Taobao, Alipay. He built a monster ecosystem. And in 2014, Alibaba had the biggest IPO in history on the New York Stock Exchange, raising $25 billion. This is the man who was rejected by KFC and scored only 1 point in math. This transformation is truly insane. He became the richest man in China. But his real legacy is not money. Jack Ma once said a timeless phrase, "What matters is not what we have achieved, but how we have overcome the hard days." He didn't see 30 rejections as failures. He saw them as mandatory lessons for success. So, if you are failing, if you are being rejected, if you feel the whole world is against you, remember the man who was rejected 30 times but never gave up. Remember, fall where you stand, get up there. Because the only real failure is giving up. If you don't quit, you cannot lose. If this story has inspired you, please hit the share button and send it to someone who needs to see it. Because who knows, the next crazy success story might be you.